Welcome back to the Today in History. Today we're going to dive into one of the most dramatic disasters in history, and it happened this very month, back in September 1666. Imagine waking up one night to find your entire city engulfed in flames, houses collapsing, and thousands of people fleeing for their lives. We're talking about the Great Fire of London, a fire so massive it lasted nearly 5 whole days and changed the city of London forever. So grab a snack, because this is not just a history story, it's a survival story. Let's rewind the clock. It all started in the early hours of September 2nd, 1666, in a humble little bakery on Pudding Lane. The baker, Thomas Farriner, probably thought the fire in his oven was out when he went to bed. But a tiny spark slipped through the cracks, and boom! Instead of just a burnt loaf of bread, that little spark ignited one of the largest urban fires in history. Here's the catch. The houses in London back then were mostly made of timber, packed together on crooked medieval streets. Add in a strong wind that night, and the fire spread faster than, well, a YouTube algorithm update. Within hours, entire neighborhoods were ablaze. Now picture this: people scrambling through narrow alleys, carrying what little they could. Some tried to save their beds, pets, or even barrels of ale. Samuel Pepys, a man who kept one of the most famous diaries of the time, described watching families desperately float their belongings down the River Thames on boats. And guess what? London didn't have a modern fire brigade. The main firefighting strategy of the 1600s was, wait for it, knocking down houses before the fire reached them. But the Lord Mayor of London hesitated, saying basically, the fire's not that big, don't bother. Big mistake. By the next morning, half the city was unstoppable flame. The fire raged on for 4 days, from the 2nd to the 6th of September. Over 13,000 houses, 89 churches, and huge parts of the city were destroyed. Even St. Paul's Cathedral, which had stood for centuries, collapsed in a fiery crash. People thought it was the end of London. And here's the twist. Despite the destruction, the death toll recorded was surprisingly low. Only about 6 official deaths were reported. But historians believe the real number was much higher, especially among the poor who weren't officially counted. It's haunting to think about. So what happened after the smoke cleared? Londoners didn't give up. They rebuilt their city stronger, with new building codes, stone and brick instead of timber. Wider streets and better planning emerged from the ashes of destruction. Out of the ashes, one of the world's greatest cities was reborn. And today, you can visit the monument, a 202-foot-tall stone column. It stands near where the fire started, built to remind everyone of what happened. So the next time you walk through London, remember that almost everything you see was reborn. After that one terrifying week in 1666, a single spark, just one, changed history forever. If you enjoyed this story, smash that like button, subscribe for more wild history moments, and tell me in the comments, which historical disaster fascinates you the most? Thanks for watching, and stay curious.